Hey YouTube, what's going on today? You got the Vegas Stacker here stopping by to run down a little video. I came across a couple articles that I found interesting over the past couple days. Like I say, I do the reading and research, so you don't have to. You can stop by and see what I have to say. It's just my opinion. I'm just reading stuff on the internet. I don't really know for sure what's what. I'm just going by what I'm reading. I'm just giving my opinion. Speaking of my opinion is if you guys could, if you do like the video, please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button. It's right down in here. Trying to grow this channel, trying to grow the community. So, my brother sent me this video. It was on YouTube, of course, so I had to look it up for myself. But it was about a bank in Australia that's turning towards a cashless system. As of, I believe, it was May 20th of this year, 2024. They will no longer be accepting cash over the counter, and you will no longer be able to get cash out of their bank. They do have ATMs that you will still be able to go to the ATM and get cash out of the ATM, but they're moving towards a cashless system, which in turn means that they're gonna lay people off. It's going towards where they can track everything you do. If you go and you take $500 out of the ATM to go buy something, nobody can track that. There's no paper trail on what you're doing with your money. But if you think about it, now that there's a cashless system, now that you have to do everything through online, it leaves a paper trail. Everything online leaves a paper trail, no matter what you do. Search something, close your browser, and then open up a different browser and see if the similar stuff isn't on there. Everything on the internet leaves a paper trail. Digital paper trail, if you want to say that way. So this bank, Macquarie, Macquaire Bank, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's, from what I just looked up, it's about the 5th largest bank in Australia. Their largest CBA holds about $384 billion Australian dollars worth of funds. The next two, the Westpac holds 298 billion, NAB holds 200 billion, and ANZ 170 billion, and then you got Macquarie at 60 billion. So it's not a huge bank, but it's still a bank. And once one starts, if it works, if the plan works, then you can count on it that other banks are going to look into it. And don't think that other countries aren't looking at this. Other countries will look at it and see how it does. I mean, you have to suspect that the central banking digital currency is trying to get pushed out there. So then the government and countries will be able to see where people are spending their money and what they're spending it on. And if they don't like you spending it on stuff, who's to say that they can't say, hit a button, and now your CBDC, your digital currency, you won't be able to use it to buy a new car because the government says that you just bought a car 2 years ago and you shouldn't buy a car, or you shouldn't buy a gas car, you should buy an electric car. So they're going to stop you from buying gas cars. It's to me, I'm not trying to get like conspiracy theory or anything, but it's a governmental control when they start doing that. And these big banks, they control the government. They control a lot in this world. They control a lot in this country. So being that, I broke out my Perth Mint stuff, so, that's Australia Mint. Brought out my Kookaburras. Maybe the Kookaburras might be worth more soon coming up now that, if they go all digital, Or maybe they'll die out and this will be your Kookaburra. It'll be a zombie, Who's to say? Maybe your kangaroo coins, maybe they'll be zombies. Maybe they'll be worth nothing. So I found that article interesting. It's a little pat on the back and a little reassurance of why I stack silver and why I'm going to keep going and keep stacking it. That being said, that's sort of international news or whatever, and found it interesting because, like I said, if you think if it works in Australia and you don't think that the U.S. will be looking at it, then you're mistaken. Another interesting article I came across over the past couple of days and gave me a little reassurance of a good reason to stack as well is that they're saying Social Security is projected to run out by 2033. Now that's only 9 years away, guys. And they're saying that at which point benefits may have to be reduced by more than 20% unless Congress enacts a legislative fix. Which to me that sounds like they want to hike taxes so that they can pay for that. Meanwhile, we're sending trillions overseas. But hey, that's not for this video. This video is about silver. It says, however, the majority of benefits will still be covered by taxpayers, and adjustments to the program structure could allow Social Security to continue providing full benefits. Could. Not that it will. Not that it will. You know, it might. And I don't know about you. I looked at my demographic for my YouTube followers, and some of you guys are in the retirement age or whatever, so you're okay. But there are some out there that won't be getting the full Social Security that people are nowadays. You can begin collecting your Social Security benefits as early as 62, but you'll get smaller monthly payments for the rest of your life if you do. So, I mean, if you're in that age and you're 62 and you start withdrawing now, or you're close to that age, we're only looking at what did I say? That says 35 years covered. We're only looking at 9 years until it's going to be reduced. And I don't understand. It's going to be reduced, but inflation and everything else is going to be costing more. So it should be interesting. That just gives me another reason to stack silver. If I'm not getting as much from Social Security and say I'm strapped for cash, hopefully I'm not. I got my other stuff set aside and everything. And I'm planning for retirement and all that. But who's to say my money might run out? I might have to take down a couple ounces of silver down and cash it in every week or every month instead of getting my Social Security monthly check. I mean, it's interesting. I found it interesting, and it's sort of scary if you think about it. Sort of messed up, but I won't get on that rant. We'll stick it with silver. That's another reason I stick with silver right now too. Because to me, it would be easier to go and take a couple ounces and get some money if I need be, than to take like silver and get a gold and get a larger sum of money. That might just not be necessary at the time. I had somebody ask me if I could run down platinum. I really don't do platinum or any other metals. I've just been sticking with silver. This is the only platinum I own, so I don't really know much about that. That being said, I'm going to look real quick at silver prices. This morning, it's 3 a.m. Vegas time, so it's going to be a little different your time, maybe, depending on where you are. Silver's sitting at $27.18 for the morning, for the day. I see that it ended up down yesterday. Yesterday ended up down 20 cents, just under 0.75%. That was after a good little jump up of a little over 3% the day before. But it's sitting at $27.18, down 7 cents for the morning. We all know that fluctuates. We all know that goes up and down. Seems like it's been holding pretty steady around $27. It dipped under 20. Did it dip under? I think it dipped under 26 for a little bit, but then bounced right back to 26 and then came steaming back, and it's holding over 27. But you never know what it's going to do. It's a long-term hold, and wait and see where it goes. I don't see that it did close, or did, let's see, low. I thought it dipped down below 26, but from what Kitco shows, it hit $26.12. So it didn't show that it dipped below $26, which is a good sign. It's holding that support level. Seems like 27 has been a good support level. I wish it would plummet. Wish it'd plummet down to $5 so I could go stack up on some more. Because I'm not ready to start selling yet. And until I'm ready to start selling, I don't want the price to go high. That being said, those are just some interesting articles I thought I'd run by you guys this morning. Share your thoughts below. I got a couple people that always love to share their thoughts, and I always appreciate your comments in there. I always appreciate you sharing and giving your advice and your thoughts. Trying to make this community grow, everybody. If you guys would share, please share, like, and subscribe this video. Let's get this community to grow. See what we can turn it into. What do you say? If you've tuned in this long and held out this long, appreciate you guys watching the full video. Please like, subscribe, and do your own research out there. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.